Boys, welcome back to the channel. Adrian Nickelodeon coming at you from Sydney, Australia. Today's video is going to be an Olight video, but I also want to give you guys a quick channel update, what's happening on the channel over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, and yeah, just what I've been up to. Basically, this here is the standard headers off the MT10. These are stainless steel, heavy AF. Anyway, boys, thanks to one of my subscribers over in Ireland, I was able to get my hands on some titanium headers for the Yamaha MT10. Massive shout out to Nick Culligan for getting those over to me. I actually found them over in Germany, sent them over to Ireland. Nick picked them up, packaged them up for me again, and shipped them over here to Australia. Took frigging ages. It was super expensive as well, but totally worth it. The weight difference between the pipes is unbelievable. So anyway, I did a whole exhaust polishing tutorial that I'm going to edit up and drop in a couple of months time. I've done some other mods to the bike. You guys probably can't really pick them out unless I point it out to you, but guess who learned how to powder coat? Yours truly. So I learned how to powder coat a couple of weeks ago, and I did the rear sets. I got creative and did some of the bolts. Some of the bolts here, I did the crazy iron peg. I even did the axle nut. Yeah, coming along nicely. I'm liking how the bike's coming along. And one other big honorable mention is we've got a new sponsor coming on board. Custom LED over in Washington State have agreed to sponsor a couple of videos here on the channel with some sick products that I'd like to show you guys. First off, they sent me a high performance LED bulb. This is a H4. Now, the Yamaha MT10 has a sealed unit, but Mrs. Nickelodeon's bike has a H4 globe in there. So depending on what bike model you have, they do a whole bunch of different globes: H1, H3, H4, H7, 8, 9. I guess you could use these for your cars as well. Designed, assembled, and made in America. Can't ask for anything better. Like, this stuff is quality made. They also sent me their proprietary, these are the motorcycle LED blinkers V1. So they make these in-house as well. Now, guys, if you haven't heard of Custom LED, they make the Blaster X tail light, which is right here. I'll show you that in a second. But the guys over at Custom LED, they make bright LEDs, like bright AF LEDs for motorcycles. The Blaster X tail light is 50% brighter than their competitor tail light on the market. So with that said, spared no expense. They made these tiny little, look at that, it's the size of my pinky finger, tiny little piercingly bright motorcycle LED indicators. I'm sure I'm going to chuck on a preview on the side of the screen either side there and just show you guys what this looks like at night time. But yeah, we're going to get these installed on the bike as well. So big thank you to John over at Custom LED. He owns the business. He's been running it for about 18 years now, doing a sick job. And also he sent me over the Blaster X integrated tail light. So this has integrated indicators each side. It also has a strobe function, so the brake light flashes when you engage the brakes, and you've got 11 different programmable functions. And now John specifically told me that the MT10 Blaster X is one of the, or the FZ10 if you're over in America, it's one of the most popular lights that they sell. And he said not many people know about the other lights. So guys, you don't have to own an MT10 to have one of these lights. Am I too loud? So guys, you don't need to own an MT10 to own a Blaster X tail light. Blaster X make these for Ducatis, they make these for Suzukis, Yamahas, Hondas, Kawasaki's. I mean, you could even get one of these for a Honda Grom, one of the smallest motorcycles on the road, all the way up to a Super Duke 1290, Kawasaki H2, Suzuki Bandit. There's a whole bunch of bikes in between. They've got like 4 pages of different Blaster X tail lights over on their website. But yeah, pretty keen to do an install and show you guys that as well. That's going to be coming up in a couple of months. But today's video, we're going to be talking about the Perrin 2 from Olight. This bad boy, 2500 lumens, fully waterproof. I know it looks a little bit weird because the light is on the side of the housing instead of on the front. This here is probably one of the most versatile lights that Olight make, and I've been waiting so long for them to send this to me. So guys, I just quickly want to go over some of the specs of this light. Very first thing is that all of the Olights have magnetic charging. There it is. So right on the bottom there, there's a little magnetic cap, and the charger just snaps on. Quick and easy. Don't have to remove the battery, don't have to fuck around with anything else. It's sick. The cap is also, I don't know how I'm going to demonstrate this to you, but it's also magnetic. So if you want to hang this from something on your car bonnet, if you're working on the car, or alternatively, actually, it comes with a clip. So you can actually hang this from the front of your shirt and get work done hands-free. But this is also a headlight. So if we remove the clip, These bad boys are 100% waterproof as well, fully sealed. The Perrin 2 comes with a head strap as well, so you just chuck that in there, just like that. And then Big Kev, if you're watching this, bro, this is the light that I was telling you about that would be perfect for fishermen. It's got a super low mode. The button's on the side here. If you press and hold, that there is going to be 5 lumens, I believe. Yeah, that there is going to be 5 lumens, so not very bright. You won't scare the fish off. Head strap is super comfortable. It's got this strap over the top here because you are carrying a little bit of weight on the front of this, so it actually keeps it in place. Now, last month I did a review on the Perrin Mini, which is this bad boy here. There's a lot that I like about this, but there are some things that I don't like about this. And one of the things that I didn't like about this light is that I cooked a barbecue last month on the back veranda, and I was cooking some veggies and meats and stuff like that. Anyway, by the end of the barbecue, this thing had almost run out of battery. I had it on the full power mode, running it on the full power mode for about an hour, and yeah, I was struggling for light because it had dropped so low. Now this thing has a tiny little battery in it. I'll just pull it out real quick. So this here, I've got an hour of battery life out of this little bad boy here, which is a Olight 550 milliamp hour battery. So it slaps for small jobs. If you're doing like a little bit of soldering work, or if you're doing something on the coffee table, like pulling a splinter out, this thing's sick. Handy little go-to. Plenty of brightness for something up close and personal. But in comparison, this is the battery here for the Perrin 2. It's a 21700, 4000 milliamp hour battery. This thing absolutely pumps. And yeah, again, like I said, this thing here, I've been waiting so long for Olight to send this to me. I feel like this is probably one of the most versatile lights that you can have in your quiver. I'm going to be doing plenty of work on this bike. We've got forecast for like 6 or 7 days worth of rain, so it's going to be dark and gloomy, and I'm not going to be riding the bikes. I'm going to get a chance to put all the custom LED stuff onto the motorcycle and maybe do a little bit more powder coating, but I'm going to be working at night time as well. This thing here is going to be my go-to headlight. Just quickly, I'll just show you some of the modes or how this thing works. So you've got a button on the top here to turn it on and off. You've got some sick heat sinking on the head of the torch because this thing does get very hot if you use it in turbo mode. Fully anodized aluminium body, fully waterproof, magnetic charging, as I said. Guys, the magnetic charger just alone is frigging unbelievable, man. It's such a good thing to have on a torch, especially if you're someone that uses torches all the time. So we've also got a proximity sensor in here, so if something gets too close to the light, it'll turn the brightness down. But just going through the modes, if you press and hold, you've got moonlight mode, press and hold, low mode, press and hold, medium mode, press and hold. Now there's high mode, and if you press and hold, it'll go back down to low mode, so that's low. Now, if you double tap in any of the modes or when the light's off, that'll put it into turbo mode. And you've also got the proximity sensor that's kicking in right there. Hope that's coming out on the GoPro. And then if you triple tap the light, 1, 2, 3, you've got an SOS mode. Not many people use that. I won't use that, but yeah, sick little light. They're gonna have a flash sale at the end of this month. I'm still waiting for the flash sale details, but it's usually somewhere between 35 to 45% off the lights that they have on flash sale. As soon as they get those details to me, I'll put it down in the description of this video. This is gonna be the Perrin 2 on flash sale. Huge discount on this bad boy. They've also got the Warrior, sorry, no, what is this? This is the MR2 Pro Warrior, this little thing here. I haven't actually tried this yet. I have asked them to send this over to me because I've checked a couple of other reviews out on YouTube. But this bad boy here is same size battery as the Perrin 2, so it's got an absolute monster battery in there. It's got a tail switch on the back to go into full mode, or you can half click it for half mode if you want to save some battery. And then it's also got a button on the top here, so you can press and hold. Moonlight mode, wow, that's really dim, moonlight mode. So the Perrin 2 was 5 lumens. Wow, moonlight mode on this thing is 1 lumen. So that's really low if you want to read like a map or just keep it really discreet. So that's moonlight, and then we've got low, medium, high, extra high, and then if we double tap, we've got the turbo mode. Is that what it says on the back here? God, I blinded myself. I can't even see. I cannot even see this. Guys, I've totally blinded myself. All right, so it's got moonlight, low, medium 2, medium 1, high mode, and then turbo mode. This thing's in white, super tactical. It's got a very, very sharp crown on the bezel for striking or for self-defense. Also got a pocket clip, which is removable. It's got a lanyard hole, so I believe it comes with a lanyard as well. And yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll chuck some nighttime footage of this bad boy at the end of the video, and yeah, we'll show you guys how hard this thing pumps. I just need to give it a charge because it's showing, God, I'm still blinded by looking in the light. I think that's orange. There's a little dot there in the middle, which tells you the battery charge status. Anyway, guys, this is also gonna be on flash sale, so somewhere between 35 to 45% off this light as well. And Olight are gonna be sending me something else a little bit later on the month. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the video done in time, but Olight are gonna start selling knives. So I've asked them to send me one of their knives so I can review one of those for you. And also I could use it in unboxings and who knows, whatever else. So yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in, boys. Plenty of videos coming up for November and December. Plenty of garage tutorial videos. I know a lot of you guys like to chill out, pour yourself a drink and watch some of the tutorial videos that I do in the garage. I don't know why. Some of you guys said that it's kind of relaxing just sitting there watching someone work on their bike. So pretty keen to get all this custom LED stuff on the motorcycle and film some side-by-sides and just show you how like good quality this stuff really is. But yeah, again, Olight flash sale going to be happening at the end of this month. I'll chuck the details down in the description. So if you want, you can use code Adrian10 or Adrian12, depending on whether you live in Australia or the US. I've got codes for both countries. I'll chuck all of the flash sale details down in the description below. Hit that link and head over to the website and check out what they have for sale. And yeah, now let's do some nighttime testing. All right, boys, sun's gone down. We have the MR2 Pro here from Olight, and this is the first test. I haven't turned this thing on yet, so let's do it. This is going to be full power, so I'm going to use the tail switch, full power. Oh, bro. This thing pumps. Look at that. This thing throws plenty of light. Let's see if we can see those trees down the back. Yeah, it's lighting up the tree down the back there. Not very well, but it is throwing light down there. Yeah, right, so this is the MR2 Pro, and it's not fully charged. As you can see, the orange battery indicator is on. Should have probably have given it a little bit more charge. Well, let's try the moonlight mode. Moonlight mode. It's low mode, medium, medium 2, high, double tap, turbo mode. Yeah, this is a pretty cool torch. So yeah, it's got a huge battery in here, so it will last a lot longer than the Batten series torches that have 18 650s in them. This has got a 21 700 battery in it. But yeah, all right, that's the nighttime test of the MR2 Pro Warrior, and next will be the Perrin 2. All right, boys, we've got the Perrin 2 here. This is the headlight. I've just taken it out of the head strap because we're just going to trial it out just to see what it's like, but I'm going to double tap and put it into turbo mode. And this thing just absolutely pumps so much light. It's got a great flood on it. How good is that? Hey, Gary. Look at that. For a headlight, this thing absolutely pumps. This will give you more light than you need. That's insane. So that's the turbo mode. Let's just put it into high. See what that's like. That's the high mode. Double tap to put it into turbo. Oh, the turbo makes a huge difference. Righto. All right, so that's the Perrin 2. I think that's it, boys. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.